Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back once again to Fat Cat Collections. Gonna try to get through this video. Anyway, guys, another great smart home tech product for your home apartment, and that is, and you guys know, I absolutely love LED lighting. I mean, LED lighting has revolutionized the world, right? It's efficient. It doesn't, it's affordable nowadays. There's really no excuse to be using incandescent bulbs. And if you live in an area where you want to add a little extra lighting, sometimes it's difficult to go ahead and add a light somewhere. Sometimes you gotta get involved in putting in an outdoor box. It's just a pain. And sometimes you just want a little bit of light for security purposes or safety purposes. And these are fantastic products. So I've reviewed a lot of different LED lights in this channel. What I love about these is the price, and that these are subtle LED lights. So what I like about them is that these are super small, and so there are some situations where you might just want a little bit of light without having like a blinding spotlight. What I've noticed, a lot of these LED lights you find on Amazon, a lot of them are a little bit, like I have tons of them, right? And a lot of times I don't even use them because I just don't really have anywhere I want to put them. My house is pretty well lit up. My folks' house, I use some over there, but again, sometimes you just want a little bit of light. So these are them right here. So these are, they're LED solar fence lights. They have them on a railing. You can use them really on anything you want. And what I like about them is that, again, super small. Just a little bit of light. You have 8 LED lights, nice size solar panel in relation to those LED lights, on-off switch in the back, and a couple mounting tabs. So really straightforward. I added a few of these around my parents' deck. I don't have a deck, but my backyard is lit up. So I didn't really know where to put these. I might add a few more on the fence, not 100% sure yet, but I added some of these around the railings, and it works really great at night. Once it hits that time, these will pop on, and you have a little bit of light out there. Again, it's a security thing. If you're going to walk out there, you're not going to stub your toe in the dark, or also just to add a little bit of light for if you see anybody kind of coming up, you lose power, you get it. I don't need to explain it to you, even though I just did. So pretty straightforward, guys. Let me just go ahead and turn it on here, and you'll see, let me cover up the panel. Just a little bit of light, not a lot of output, just enough to illuminate a path, These would be fantastic on the side of my folks' house, but they have an area that doesn't get any direct sunlight, so that's not really going to work. Unfortunately, the areas on their house that get no sunlight, there's no lights. So we figure things out. I'm all about the security. So, but all joking aside, these are fantastic. You can always find a use for them. And the great thing about them is that they're super cheap. You're looking at $13.60 for a 4-pack. So they were nice enough to, sometimes I'll work with different companies depending on the item. I normally do charge a review fee a lot of times depending on the product. With this, I said, hey, I'll help you guys out. I do think the product is pretty cool and I wanted to share it, but they went ahead and sent me 12 of them. So I've added a few at my parents' house. I'll do a few more things with them. And then, when I come back and do these smart home tech reviews, I'll make sure that I mention this kind of stuff in the videos. And I need to do another one. I haven't done a whole smart home tour in quite some time. Now again, I use the word smart home. These aren't really, internet ready or anything. They're not really. They're not internet ready. They don't connect to Wi-Fi. They don't have any kind of control. They're basically just on or off. But I like to incorporate these into smart home tech because I believe that a home, I get sometimes comments, people are like, oh, well, smart homes need to be on, macros and things automatically happening. That's not necessarily true. A smart home is whatever you want to make it. You don't have to go by any kind of rules with what these knuckleheads say. If I think it's smart to have lighting around your home, and I think that we can consider that smart home because it is a smart idea to have, your path illuminated if you could possibly trip or hurt yourself. And honestly, it just looks nice in my opinion. Now, the only downside I'll say with these is that depending on where you want to put them, these are a cool white light. They don't make them in a warm white light, which would have been nice because I could have integrated that into my backyard a little better. It's just personal preference, not a big deal, but they are awesome. So check them out, guys. Link is always in the description. If you have any questions whatsoever, drop me a comment, drop me an email. I'm always here to help. Again, $13.60. I'm going to link you guys directly to the Lohas website, and if these are on Amazon, I'll link you to there as well. So anyway, guys, have a great evening. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another, and take care.